I put my hand on my grandson's shoulder, and he screamed like I was killing him. My grandson Ethan came to visit for Thanksgiving. 17 now. Hadn't seen him in 2 years since they moved across the country. My daughter Claire said work kept them busy, but something in her voice sounded off. When they arrived, Ethan looked different. Thinner, quieter, stayed close to his mom. During dinner, he barely spoke, just pushed food around his plate. I tried making conversation. How's school going, buddy? He nodded without looking up. Good. My wife tried. Any girlfriend yet? He flinched. No. Claire shot us a look I couldn't read. After dinner, Ethan went to the living room and sat in the corner chair. Just stared at his phone. I wanted to connect with him. I walked over, stood behind his chair. Hey, I was thinking tomorrow we could go fishing like we used to. I put my hand on his shoulder. He screamed. Not a yell, a scream. Raw and terrified like I was stabbing him. He threw himself out of the chair, hit the coffee table, knocked over a lamp. My wife jumped up. Claire came running. Ethan was on the floor against the wall, breathing so hard I thought he'd pass out. His eyes were wild, unfocused. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Ethan, it's just Grandpa. My wife tried moving toward him. Stay back. He held his hands up. Just stay back. Claire knelt down several feet away. Ethan, look at me. You're safe. You're at Grandma and Grandpa's house. It took 5 minutes for him to calm down. 5 minutes of my grandson curled against the wall like a trapped animal. Finally, his breathing slowed. Claire helped him up and walked him upstairs. We heard the shower running. I'd barely touched his shoulder. Just a hand. Normal Grandpa gesture. And he'd reacted like I'd attacked him. Claire came down 30 minutes later. Eyes red. I need to tell you something. She sat down. Hands clasped so tight her knuckles were white. 2 years ago, Ethan was walking home from school. Someone grabbed him off the street. My wife made a sound. Claire's voice was flat. He was missing for 6 days. Police found him in a basement 40 miles away. The man who took him did things that destroyed my son. The room was spinning. Why didn't you tell us? Claire wiped her eyes. Because Ethan begged us not to. He didn't want to be the kid that happened to. We moved to give him a fresh start. But he's not better. He has PTSD. Any unexpected touch, especially from behind, triggers panic attacks. His therapist says it's because that's how the man would approach him. From behind. Without warning. I felt sick. Claire, I didn't know. She cut me off. I know, but his brain doesn't know that. When someone touches him without permission, he's back in that basement. My wife was crying. How do we help him? Claire looked exhausted. You ask before touching him. Every time. You say, can I hug you? And wait for yes. You don't approach from behind. You make noise so he knows you're coming. And you don't take it personally when he can't handle something. The next day, I found Ethan in the garage looking at old fishing rods. I made sure to make noise coming in, cleared my throat. Hey buddy, he turned, saw me several feet away. Hi Grandpa. I stayed where I was. I'm sorry about yesterday. Your mom explained. He looked at the floor. It's not your fault. I wanted to hug him so badly. Would it be okay if we talked? He nodded. I sat on the workbench, keeping distance. I love you, Ethan. Nothing changes that. Nothing that happened was your fault. And I want to be here for you however you need. You tell me what helps, and I'll do it. He was quiet for a long time. Sometimes I forget I'm not there anymore, in that place. And when someone touches me without warning, I'm back there. His voice cracked. I hate that he took that from me, that I can't just be normal. I gripped the workbench to keep from reaching for him. You survived something terrible and you're still here. That's strength, not weakness. He wiped his eyes. Can we still go fishing? I smiled. Absolutely. Whenever you want. He took a breath. Grandpa, would it be okay if you hugged me? Like, if I'm ready and you ask first? My throat was tight. Of course. Would you like a hug right now? He nodded. I stood slowly, arms open, and let him come to me. He was shaking when he hugged me. We stood in that dusty garage, him crying into my shoulder. I've got you. You're safe now. We went fishing the next day. I made sure to ask before touching his arm, before putting my hand on his back. He flinched less each time. By the end of the trip, he laughed, really laughed. My wife asked permission before hugging him goodbye. He said yes. They visit more now. Ethan's doing better. Still has hard days, but more good ones. Last month, he asked if I wanted to teach him woodworking. We spent the weekend building a birdhouse. I asked permission before correcting his hand position. He said yes. At the end, he stood back looking at the finished project. Thanks for being patient with me, Grandpa. I looked at this kid who'd survived hell. Thanks for trusting me enough to let me in. He smiled, really smiled. Can I hug you? I opened my arms. Always. When you're ready, always.